Lincoln City 2, Fleetwood 1 after being a goal down, after goals from Ben House and a winner out of nowhere, just like Bugsy Malone featuring TD always says, out of nowhere, Lasseeeee. Oh, I heard through the Great Dane scores the winner after a brilliant ball assist from the Rico Hackett / Rico Rewind Hackett. Obviously, assist plays his part very well. Everybody thought that us, Lincoln City, was going to lose today. You know what? Listen, we proved everybody wrong. We never backed down. Skubala getting his first home win today. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The atmosphere today was fantastic. Me being at the game, it made it such a difference. It made a difference. It was so brilliant. Obviously, despite not having a good first half, we didn't let our heads down. And even though they went down to 10 men, which is like Fleetwood, obviously, which they stuck their nose in where it wasn't supposed to be. But you know what? We showed the fight. We showed the determination. We showed the resilience. We never gave up. And that was so important. But to get 3 points and to be 10th in the table, now to obviously be in a very good position, that shows that we, Lincoln City, are willing to finish in the table respectively where Skubala wants us to finish this second half of the season. But obviously, coming from a goal down, it showed that we, Lincoln City, it was like me running 100 yards down the running track. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, it was even worse, me getting a 53 bus to go to Market Raisin. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously to go and get the 56 bus to go Skedness and go at the fun fair. But you know what? It wasn't about that. It was about getting the 3 points. It was about outstanding performances, and we saw some brilliant, outstanding performances. We saw a different Liquid City, even though Skubala did get it wrong. But you know what? It didn't matter if Skubala got it right or he got it wrong. It was about the win. It was about the result. When I said that we, Liquid City, was going to beat Fleetwood, I meant that. I meant what I said, and I obviously stuck to my word. Even though I went 2-0, prediction, but I said, you know what? Listen, the prediction went out of the window. I still went 2-1 at halftime. Even when we went a goal down, we showed fight. We showed resilience. And I tell you, us Liquid City are going to really finish in a very good position this season. It don't matter if we don't get in the top 6, but you know what? Never say never. Never say never in finishing up there. But obviously, even if it's top 7, it don't really matter. But one thing we will do is show the fighting spirit. We will not back down. Don't care if we're 1-0 down. Don't care if we're 2-0 down. It don't matter. We're still going to come back strong. And we came back strong and we peppered up Fleetwood. Just know, what a win. Ben House, Lasseeeee, big up yourselves. Obviously, what a win. Yes, get in there, you mighty Lincoln City. Back again. Please welcome to the Imps View podcast show with me, Cornell B /DJ Cornell B. Back again, and I, Cornell B /DJ Cornell B, is reacting to Lincoln City beating Fleetwood 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 after Ben House. Ben House was in the middle of our street, and then Lasseeeee through the Great Dane, just like the old school song. Oh, I heard it through the grapevine. We heard Lasseeeee through the grapevine, and we saw Lasseeeee score the winner. Obviously, it was a fantastic game, especially in the second half. Obviously, we saw 1 or 2 changes, 3 changes today. We saw no Mitchell today after he was being suspended after last week's game. Obviously, we saw Paulie O'Connor come back into the starting lineup. We saw there was no Draper. Obviously, Draper's obviously injured. Obviously, it's not that serious, but obviously Hamilton obviously wasn't playing today after he pulled up in training. But obviously, listen, it didn't matter a bit. Teddy Bishop stepped up and said, "You know what? I'll step up for Ethan Aron. I'll step him up." Taylor came back into the team. Brilliant to see Taylor playing. Ben House, obviously, you already know with Ben House. But obviously, what a win today. We're 10th in the table right now. Obviously, it is a fantastic result. It is a result that we needed. And I've got to be honest, and this is pure, true honesty, us Lincoln City didn't play really well in the first half. 15 minutes, we were good. We were solid. We were impact. We made the difference in the first half. And one thing, we were getting forward, we were being positive on the break. But obviously, when you got Fleetwood, who were also causing problems, and they were peppering up our defense, and we had to really dig deep and put that solid impact positivity into action, and obviously seeing out set pieces, even though there were errors being made. And obviously, look, I thought we looked very, very impact. I thought we looked very, very good in the 5, 10, 15 minutes of the game. And then going into the 20, 25 minutes, then we started to make errors, and then we felt too uncomfortable. And this is the thing. When we start doing well, when we play well, especially when we play at the back, I know obviously I'm gonna be honest, we was missing Mitchell at the back, to be fair, because obviously when Mitchell's in the back, we are absolutely a different side. We were missing Hamilton in the team. Draper, obviously, who ain't scored yet, just like Taylor, obviously, who hasn't scored yet. And I feel like this needs to boost his confidence even more than how it is already. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, it didn't really matter. Obviously, what really got me was a couple of incidents, and I'm gonna react to it. Obviously, the first goal, what we conceded, as I said, 5, 10, 15 minutes, we were good. We were really winning tackles. We were really owning possession. I thought we got forward really well. I thought Rico Hackett was absolutely fantastic. Masterclass performance from Rico Hackett today. Rico Hackett was just absolutely outstanding today, and I thought he played his part really well. But Teddy Bishop forwards, that's Teddy Bossman Bishop. He was fantastic. He was so brilliant, linking up the play, going forward, winning tackles, just like how Hamilton would always do when he plays his game. But I thought Teddy Bishop played his part so well. Paulie O'Connor winning headers, solid at the back. Obviously, I feel like when our defense plays like that, we are a good side to watch. And obviously, any opposition team would obviously say, listen, playing at our ground is not easy. It's hard work. And obviously, we Liquid City never gave in, and that's how we have to play. Is being positive on the break, being positive going forward, being positive in the midfield, being positive in defense. And once we do that, then we'll start getting results on the board. And it was so important to get Skubala his first home win today. This is going to give him absolutely the confidence that he deserves. Listen, going a goal down, that pretty sucked. I didn't know what Jensen was doing. I felt that Jensen could have just stayed on his line and let Lawsell just come to him and then make the save. But obviously, we can't be. Obviously, I know some will probably slate him and say, well, why did you come out your goal? What were you doing? And then there was controversy. There was real controversy. Should it have stood? Should it have obviously been offside? But obviously, referee talking to the linesman and say, well, should you disallow the goal? But he didn't disallow it. He allowed it. Obviously, Lawsell, fair play to Lawsell. When you got players like Bolson, Lawsell in your in Fleetwood's team that they have, it's very hard to handle him. And even though a few Irish fans who follows me on my social media did say good luck handling Bolson, Lawsell, and it was good to stand next to an Irish fan and obviously to some few Irish fans, and I was really absolutely happy. I think the optimism was absolutely there already. And then obviously big scrapping in the first half between Stockley and Ethan Aron. Obviously, Ethan Aron losing his nut. Obviously, Stockley should have been sent off for attempting to punch up Stockley. And I was like, well, why is he given a yellow card? Why was Stockley given a yellow card? He should have gone. They should have had 2 yellow cards, and they should have actually been sent down to 9 men. Not 10, 9. And then Lawsell, the same Lawsell that scored the goal, obviously that was running around the pitch like he's running in a maze, like he's running in a big maze, like he's competing for the Triwizard tournament in Harry Potter. Obviously, got his karma bit him where it deserved. He got red carded. And I was like shouting to the referee. I was like, listen, why don't you just give him a red card? Why you give Stockley a yellow card and not a red? He should have gone, and I was proud that Lawsell went, because obviously Lawsell was rubbing his face in where he shouldn't have rubbed it. Then he stuck his nose where he shouldn't have stuck it in. Well, obviously, what do you know what we showed in that first half? We showed the fighting spirit. Even though Fleetwood were like the better side in the first half, do not get me wrong. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter if Mitchell wasn't there. Yeah, I was missing Mitchell in the team today. I was missing Hamilton in the team, because obviously when he's in our team, we're a different side. Obviously, look, Freddie Draper being injured, yeah, that sucks, man, and hopefully it's not too serious. Just like Hamilton, we're not sure how bad Hamilton's serious injury is, but obviously, look, Bishop stepped up to the plate and said, you know what, Scobala, put me in. Put me in that midfield and I will do the job for you. And today, he did the job today. Half time going 1-0 down. Do you know what the players didn't do? They didn't let their heads go down. And that's the way to go about it. And they had a plan and said, you know what? We're going to attack the second half. We're going to be positive going forward. We're going to bring the positive energy in the second half. And the second half was lit. It was so lit. So lit in that second half. We were the better side. We showed the fighting spirit. We showed the determination. We showed the willingness to win and said, you know what? We're not backing down from being 1-0 down. We're going to show you that us, Lincoln City, are going to raise the game. We rose the game from start to finish. Yes, I'll be honest. Bits of the first half was not good. And I will be honest, I think the chances that we had, that we should have put them away, and it should have, especially the McGrandles one in the first half, in the second half. I think that should have been a goal. Obviously, through on goal, 1-on-1. Rowan had a chance as well, obviously. But listen, at the end of the day, it's all right us slating the players. Obviously, me as an optimist, obviously like to see the optimistic side of things. And first of all, I gotta say, what a finish from Ben House to go 1-1. Obviously, it gave us the confidence that we needed. And at half time, when we went 1-0 down, I even tweeted and I said, Lincoln City I sent the text and I said, you know what? Lincoln City is going to score first. It's going to score the equalising goal. And we scored the equalising goal, even though I put Joe Taylor, because I wanted Joe Taylor to get his first goal, just to get his confidence up. But you know what? Ben House scoring, it meant so much to Ben House. And he could have had a second goal, and that could have been 2-1, just like we won today. But obviously, it didn't matter. Obviously, he got his first goal after being back. And even though I said from time, when you got players like Rico Hackett in the team, Ben House coming into the team, it's so important. It's so important. Like we're getting back to how we were supposed to be in the first half of the season. Well, obviously, when we went 1-0, when it was 1-0, I said, you know what, we're gonna go 2-1 up, and we're gonna get the 3 points on the board. And one thing for say, Rico, that ball from Rico. But obviously, Ethan Aron today, he was like a Rolls Dice in that midfield, playing alongside Bishop. When they're playing together, it brings back memories of when in pre-season, when both Ethan Aron and Bishop were linking up together. And you know what? When you got players like them who can really make something special, it's always good. It is so brilliant to see them two linking up together. Even though I like it when it's the two Ethans in midfield, when you got them in the middle, it's just so different. McGrandles outstanding. Obviously, Lucas Jensen unlucky. Obviously, it's a real shame he didn't get his 12th clean sheet. But you know what? Listen, it didn't really matter. What, he kept his head up and he kept on going and he kept on making crucial saves and kept us in the game, because it worked for him. I think we could have conceded another goal. But one thing I did do, and I said, you know what? When they went down to 10 men, I had a smile on my face and I said, you know what? That is your karma. That is your karma for slightly running around the pitch like you've won a league or something. Obviously, Fleetwood, what you got absolutely peppered in the second half. You peppered us in the first half. Don't get me wrong when you scored. But when you know what? What really got me was we never gave in. We fought to the very end. We prove once and for all, no matter how many times you knock us down, we're going to get back up, and we're going to get back up good. Proper good. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, what really mattered was getting the 3 points. What really mattered was being 10th in the table. Now we can look forwards than backwards. We can look positive than negative, because that is the reaction that we needed. That is the reaction our Imps fans needed. Even though, yes, there were times of the game we didn't play very well, and there were times where we had missed passes, and I'll be honest, you can't get away. Everyone's gonna make a mistake. But one thing we can say, we can take this confidence going into Charlton, and obviously getting the 3 points. And then when we scored the second goal, which was an outstanding goal from Lasseeeee Sorensen, big up Lasseeeee Sorensen, all I heard to the Great Dane. We heard from the Great Dane today, like Lasseeeee Sorensen. Do you know what that does? It boosts our confidence even more. Obviously, every single player was outstanding today. When we went 2-1 up, I said, you know what? We're going to win this game. We're gonna score. We're gonna get 3 points today, and we got it in style. We got it real proper. Do you know what I'm saying? Even me, like revving up the 617. Big up Connor Casement, and big up Nick Predator, and big up the whole crew. Big up the whole crew and everybody in 617. And obviously, listen, I don't know what it was, but I think the Cornell effect absolutely worked. The land of positivity worked, which it did. And it was an outstanding performance. What does that do going into Tuesday? First of all, I will say it gives us confidence going into Tuesday, because us Lincoln City, we can go into Tuesday's game, even though we believe it's going to be a tough game. And when you got players like Freddie Lapro in their team, and when you got other players who can obviously dominate the ball and do things, and they've got a new manager now like Nathan Jones, the same Nathan Jones that was linked with a move to come to us, but obviously we weren't interested in getting him. But what it does do, it shows that Skubala will learn from his mistakes. Yes, there were times he did get it wrong today, and I'll be honest, he did get it wrong. But listen, it makes the head coach learn and improve better as a head coach. And not only just that, it makes him learn from his mistakes and say, you know what, when the next game comes, which is on Tuesday against Charlton Athletic, he's gonna learn from that mistake and say, you know what, how he lined us up maybe wasn't the way how he got us playing, maybe didn't really suit some Imps fans. But you know what? Listen, one thing I will say, that we never lost hope. That was so important for us, Lincoln City. We didn't lose hope going into the game. We believe that we can get 2 goals and win the game. Obviously, Cappers, big up yourself, Cappers. Keep up the hard work that you're doing on YouTube page, and it's absolutely outstanding to see what you do as with all your vlogs. I know you're upset. I know you're angry. I get it. Obviously, when I said that we were going to win, I meant what I said, and we won in style. So big up Cappers. Don't be too down on yourself, and keep on doing what you're doing. Obviously, listen, a big up the Red Imps media team. Obviously, thank you so much for choosing my tune today. Little Things by Georgia Smith featuring Gypsy Woman. Big up every single Red Imps media team. Big up everybody that's working hard. And obviously the next one, obviously I'll have another theme, obviously another DJ theme, and put it out there on social media when the next home game comes. Obviously, it was brilliant seeing 617 today, seeing the whole crew, Connor Casement, the whole crew, everybody. Nick Prodigy, obviously, keep on doing what you do best, and do what you do what's right. But everyone, I hope everybody got home safe. Obviously, me strutting my stuff on the street, me obviously feeling so happy that us Lincoln City managed to get 3 points today. It was so important. Obviously, how does that make me feel? Obviously, 10th in the table, you can't ask for any more. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, Joe Taylor, I want to see Joe Taylor get his first goal. I want to see him get it on Tuesday and really work hard and really get his confidence, because I feel like he needs a goal and he needs to score. Ben House, big up Ben House. Obviously, what a performance from Ben House today. I thought he was outstanding. He was pressing the defense. He was making the defense panic, and that's what you want from him. When he presses, it's just outstanding to watch. Even though we've got other options as well. Obviously, Mitchell's going to come back in the team, because that's so important for us as a team, to make sure that we Lincoln City get 3 points on Tuesday. Obviously, this is boosted our confidence even more than how we have already. But obviously, listen, Rico, obviously, big up Rico Urquhart, big up Lass Sorensen, man, big up Ben House, every single team member. Keep working hard. Keep getting in good positions. Keep being positive going forward. Keep playing that positive energy. McGrandles, man. Obviously, big up Conor McGrandles. He was outstanding today. I thought he played really, really well. Every single player, not just McGrandles, not just Sorensen, not just O'Connor, not just Ben House. The whole team played extremely well. Skubala, yes, obviously, maybe got it wrong a little bit, but one thing he's willing to learn. That's the most important thing when you are a head coach or you're a manager. It's like you playing football manager, and you're gonna get your tactics wrong, but you always learn from your mistakes and always raise your game. Just like playing FIFA career mode, and deep down in your hearts of hearts that you're obviously gonna obviously get it wrong. But obviously, when you start to get your business right, everything goes well for you. But listen, what a win today. 3 points today, 10th in the table right now. 10 games, obviously we've won 11 draws, 10 losses this season. Won 10 out of 10 games this season. It's just so brilliant to see us Lincoln City really, really showing what we can do as a team. But one thing for sure, we will go into Charlton believing that we, Lincoln City, can really make a difference and really see out the game. Even though it's going to be a tough game, it don't matter. All that matters is getting 3 points and winning the game. But obviously, I am so thrilled. Thank you to everybody. Big up everyone. Thank you so much for watching the Imps View podcast show. Love it if you smash a like on my YouTube video, leave a comment, your reactions to today's game, and also smashing that subscribe button and getting it up to 478. Absolutely brilliant. I'm so thrilled. Thank you so much for watching the Imps View podcast show. See you soon. Up Imps. I'm back again.